Hi everyone, I'm Danny and welcome to the Rentabike Vietnam channel. If you're on the Rentabike Vietnam website and looking at our rentals FAQ and thinking, I'd really rather just have someone explain this to me, then you're in exactly the right place. I've been living, riding and running this business here for 25 years. Today, I'm going to walk you through exactly how our rentals work, from picking the right bike to deposits, support on the road, and everything in between. Before we dive in, if you find this really helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to Rentabike Vietnam channel for more riding content, and share this with anyone you're planning a trip with. Now let's get into it. First of all, let's look at the rental packages. What types of rental do you offer? We offer three main types of rental. We call them tourist, expat, and one-way. These names are really just used to explain how each rental works. They aren't strict categories. So for example, if you're an expat, you can take a tourist rental if you just need a bike for the weekend. And a visitor can qualify for an expat rental if they meet the conditions for a longer stay. What is the difference between rental types? Well, here's how it breaks down. A tourist rental is a fixed term rental paid daily or weekly. The duration is agreed in advance and it does not automatically renew. This is what most of our short-term visitors use. An expat rental is a monthly rental that renews automatically each month. This is designed for people that are actually living and working in Vietnam and who need a long-term solution. Keep in mind, manual bikes are not available for long-term expat rental. Finally, the one-way rental. This is available for both tourists and expats who want to travel between our locations in Hanoi, Da Nang and Ho Chi Minh City. One-way rentals are charged at tourist rates plus an additional transportation fee to get the bike back to its original home. Automatic and small semi-automatic bikes are not available for one-way rental. Who qualifies for an expat or a long-term rental? Simple. If you plan to rent for several months and you live and work in Vietnam, you qualify for our expat rental service. Can any motorcycle be rented one way? No, one-way rentals are only available on motorcycles that are actually suitable for long-distance touring between cities. We're talking about our larger, more robust bikes like the Honda Future, the XR150, the CB500X, and similar models to these. Automatic scooters and small bikes like the Honda Cub just aren't built for that kind of tough riding, so they're not available for one-way rental. What kinds of motorcycle do you rent? We rent automatic scooters, semi-automatic bikes, and manual motorcycles, and a small number of electric bikes as well. Our fleet includes models suited to city riding, long-distance touring, and off-road travel. The right choice completely depends on your riding experience and the type of journey that you're planning. How do I choose between automatic, semi-automatic, and manual? My golden rule after 25 years here: ride what you usually ride at home. Automatic scooters like the Honda Vision or Lead are best if you're mainly riding in the city. Semi-automatic bikes like the Honda Blade, the Future suit riders who want a bit more control and are planning longer distances or tackling routes like the Ha Giang Loop or the Cao Bang Loop. Manual motorcycles are fantastic. In my opinion, they're the way to go, but only if you already ride a manual at home. Vietnam's traffic is pretty intense and it's not the place to start learning clutch control for the first time. Are your bikes genuine? Yes, we only use genuine motorcycles, branded motorcycles. No cheap knockoffs or Chinese copies. We also only use genuine OEM parts when servicing and repairing, along with quality oils and lubricants. We're not going to tell you to change the oil every 400 Ks or something silly like people do. So this costs us more, but the reliability that you gain on the road is absolutely worth it. Breaking down in the middle of nowhere on a fake bike is a quick way to ruin a holiday, and it's something that just doesn't happen with our rentals. Let's run through booking. Do I need to book in advance or can I just walk in? Well, we highly recommend you book in advance, especially if you're coming during peak season, and that's from November to March, just to avoid disappointment. If you book ahead, we guarantee the availability of your reserved motorcycle. Walk-in customers are always welcome, but availability can't be guaranteed, and you might need to be flexible with what you ride. Booking ahead is a surefire way to make sure your trip's going to work. Can I rent a bike in one city and return it in another? Yeah, absolutely. This is what we call one-way rental, and you can travel between our locations in Hanoi, Da Nang, and Ho Chi Minh City. As I mentioned, these are charged at tourist rental rates, plus a transportation fee to return the motorcycle to origin. We just don't have enough two-way traffic at the moment, unfortunately. Are there extra fees for one-way rentals? Yep, as we've mentioned, all one-way rentals include that transportation fee that I've just talked about. It ranges from 75 US up to 200 US, depending on the size of the motorbike. The good news is we don't charge you for rental fees for the days that the motorcycle is in transit. Relocation usually takes about 3 to 4 days. Some companies will charge you this, but we don't. Do you refund early returns? No, we don't. So please book the motorcycle for the full period that you actually intend to use it. We schedule our rentals very tightly and often have another customer lined up to collect that exact bike within 24 hours of you returning it. This is usually for a local rental. If you need an extension, it might be possible if the bike isn't booked, but we have to assess this case by case. We can't have people ruining other people's holidays because they want to extend. So try to be as accurate as you can. What is your cancellation policy? Refunds totally depend on how much notice you give us. If it's more than 60 days, we're happy to give you a full refund. More than 30 days, then a 50% refund. More than 7 days, 25% refund. If it's less than 7 days, then unfortunately we can't give you any refund at all. Again, we operate on a very tight scheduling, so late cancellations significantly affect other riders and our business operations. So the refunding policy is just a reflection of that. Where are your shop locations? We have physical walk-in stores in Hanoi and Da Nang. Down in Ho Chi Minh City, we currently operate from storage facilities to handle one-way drop-offs and pickups. This is by appointment only, and we don't have walk-in storefront down there, but we can offer the full service for pickup, collection, servicing for one-way rentals. Can I return a bike in a different city than planned? We generally discourage this, but sometimes it's possible. If your plans change, we require as much notice as humanly possible, because changing the drop-off city usually affects the next person's holiday. If your change doesn't disrupt another customer, we'll try to accommodate you as best we can. However, confirmed bookings have to take priority. Let's run through pricing, deposits, and payment. How do your deposits work? Well, all rentals require a security deposit per motorcycle. You pay this before you ride away, and it's returned to you once the motorcycle comes back undamaged or fully repaired to our satisfaction. If you're coming with a large group, you may be able to reduce the total amount of deposit paid. What can I leave as a deposit? We like to keep it flexible. We accept cash in major currencies equivalent to the deposit value, bank transfers, or your original passport with your valid Vietnam entry stamp. Just note that we don't cover exchange or bank transfer fees. Are deposits refunded? Absolutely, we've not refunded a deposit yet. Security deposits are refunded when the motorcycle is returned in the same condition as when you rented it out. If you have a spill or damage occurs, then the repair costs need to be settled before we return the deposit. This is usually quite a simple process. How does one-way pricing work? For a one-way trip, before you hit the road, you'll pay 3 things: the rental fee, the security deposit, and the transportation fee to ship the bike back to origin. Once you drop off the bike undamaged at your final destination, your security deposit goes straight back to you, cash in hand or by transfer if it went through something like Wise. Do you accept cash? Yes, we're happy to accept cash in all major currencies. Do you accept credit card payment? Unfortunately, we can't accept credit or debit card payments at the shop. However, if you prefer digital, we can accept bank transfers through Wise or even Revolut. Policies and support. Can I take the bike across borders? No, we don't allow cross-border rentals into Laos or Cambodia, and certainly not China. We simply can't provide a good standard of reliable support outside Vietnam, and being stranded in another country creates an unacceptable risk for you and a massive headache for us. What happens if the bike is damaged, stolen, or lost? The contract is simple. The motorcycle must be returned in the same condition it was rented. If it gets damaged, you're responsible for the cost of genuine parts to repair the bike. If it's stolen or completely lost, you're responsible for the replacement value of the motorcycle. Now note, we operate an old for old policy. We don't operate a new for old policy. So we assess the value and you're welcome to check that out. Your security deposit will be held until everything is resolved. Do you provide insurance? No comprehensive insurance is available here. Accident, damage, and theft are entirely the responsibility of the renter. We do provide the mandatory third-party insurance that's required by Vietnamese law. However, be aware that this is only valid if you hold a valid Vietnamese motorcycle license. And to be brutally honest, payouts are incredibly rare. We do offer an optional damage waiver, which I'll explain in a minute, but please note that a waiver is not insurance. What is your late return policy? We build in a 24-hour buffer between bookings, so we can fully service, clean, and prep the motorcycles. If you return the bike late without telling us and it disrupts the next rider's booking, you'll be responsible for covering the cost of that inconvenience. If you're a bit late, but it doesn't interrupt anything, then we don't automatically penalize you. Just communicate with us. If you think you're going to be late, let us know as soon as you possibly can. We'll do our best to try and fix a workaround. Why should I trust Rentabike? Fair question, I'd say. First, we own our entire fleet. We aren't middlemen or booking agents, and my team and I maintain and service every single motorcycle ourselves. Secondly, we don't have any fake bikes. They're all genuine Honda and Yamaha only, using OEM parts. Third, we offer ongoing support. If things go wrong, we're on the phone to help. We have transparent pricing with no hidden fees, and we have an established reputation since we started in 2004. You can look us up online, you can read the reviews. Lots of great ones, one or two a little unreasonable, I might say. What happens if the bike breaks down? Call us, that's the first thing you should do. Breakdowns are rare because of how we service the bikes, but it is machinery and things can go wrong. We're available to help, and we can usually direct you to a reliable local mechanic nearby. And if there's a language barrier, we'll speak directly to the local garage on the phone to make sure the issue is fixed properly. Also to make sure no one gets ripped off. We can't know every single pothole or garage in the country, but we always try to support our riders and get them moving safely again. Should riders perform any maintenance like oil changes? No. Please step away from the tools. Do not attempt maintenance yourself. If you think there's an issue, call us. We use high quality oil that lasts between 2,500 to 3,000 kilometers, and our bikes don't leak or burn oil. So there's absolutely no need for you to change or top up the oil during your rental. In the past, well-meaning riders have overfilled the oil and completely destroyed the engine. Leave the wrenches to us. Inclusions and extras. What is included in the rental price? Well, typically for a rental, we'll include a helmet, a phone holder, a sturdy U-lock, and solid route advice and suggestions on where to stay from our team. If you're an expat rental, that includes 2 standard open face helmets. Tourist rentals include the phone holder, and if we've got them available, we could hook you up with full face helmets and waterproof bags that might be from 20 to perhaps 40 litres. What we don't provide are personal wearables. Things like riding boots, trousers, body armour, rain suits. This kind of stuff is your responsibility. Do you provide helmets and riding accessories? Well, like I just said, helmets are available for expat rentals in limited supply for tourist rentals. Honestly, if you're planning a massive multi-week tour across the country, do yourself a favor and bring your own riding gear from home. You'll be so much happier with the comfort, the fit, and the hygiene. Do you offer luggage shipping between locations? Yes, absolutely, we can do that for you. You don't have to strap massive suitcases onto the back of an XR 150. We can help you to arrange to have your heavy luggage delivered through third-party courier directly to your destination hotel. We don't take any payment. Although we act as a middleman, there's no increase in the fees that you'll pay. Do you offer discounts or partnerships? Yes. All short-term rentals may qualify for discounts depending on the specifics. We're also very open to partnerships with content creators and tour agencies, so reach out if that's you. What does the damage waiver cover? Well, as I mentioned earlier, the optional damage waiver is not insurance. What it does do is it limits your financial liability for accidental damage to the motorcycle during your rental. So it's going to cover you for things like broken lights, bent levers, scratched fairings, perhaps some minor engine damage. It covers repair costs up to the value of your security deposit. So your maximum liability for covered damage is capped at the deposit amount. Again, it gives you peace of mind, but it's not insurance. How often are your bikes serviced? We're pretty OCD about this, and we check all the bikes before and after every single rental. So before you leave the shop, we inspect it, and we ask you to inspect it too. We ask you to take it for a short test ride to make sure everything feels set up just right for you, and then you can let us know if anything needs adjusting. When you bring the bike back, we check it again for damage, and then we fully service it as well. If you feel something isn't right with your trip, you really must inform us. You've got our number, call us. Don't let some random roadside mechanic tamper with the bike. It usually means that they're going to end up making a bad repair or endangering perhaps the next rider. And we take this safety really seriously, so we want to know what's happening with our bikes. Keep us in the loop, please. You're not going to be penalized for this. Alright, that is pretty much the A to Z of renting with Rentabike Vietnam. If you missed anything, the full text is on our website on the FAQ page, which you've probably seen. If you're ready to book, hit the button and contact us. It's on the website, and let's reserve you a machine. If you want to see what these bikes can do out in the wild, make sure you head over to our YouTube channel, Rentabike Vietnam. Please drop a like on this video, hit subscribe, and share it with your riding buddies. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you here in Vietnam.